Welcome back, dweebs, to another episode of the Weekly Dweeb. With me, as always, is my good friend Kev. Kev, how is Snowpocalypse 2026 treating you so far? How are we doing?
Oh, it is fantastic, James. We've got a nice little igloo being built in the backyard. I've got a tunnel.
Hell yeah.
So I can get to other places in the city. It's fantastic, sir. How are you holding up on your side of the blizzard?
I am good. It is cold as balls, and we got at least 12 inches of snow. It is. At least I went outside today to go to the gym, and it is over my boots. I'm like, there is a ton of snow out here. So it's not great. I'm fine inside. Don't go outside. I drove the store about an hour ago, and I don't recommend it. That was not very, very smart of me. But to each his own. So we're doing all right, Kev. We're
nice and bundled up and ready for some dweeb topics to keep everybody going during this.
I am very excited about this one, Kev. Last week we had an Xbox developer direct. They highlighted 4 games, and the only one that matters to me is a game series that is near and dear to my heart, Fable. Fable 2 is one of my favorite games ever. I love those games. There has not been a new Fable since Fable 3 in many a year. I actually don't know. Now I want to look because I didn't look this up beforehand. Fable 3 was released in 2010, so 16 years ago. So that came out when I was right out of college, from Lionhead Studios, the now defunct Lionhead Studios, because Microsoft can't keep any of their great studios alive and well. Third game was just, I didn't really like the third game as much. 2 was my favorite. But we got a major developer direct. So I'm going to show you a teaser trailer. We're going to watch this, and then I'm going to go over some of the details. I know you played a little bit of Fable. You don't remember it as much as me. So I'm interested to get your take on this and see how, if yours, I'll tell you this. I went into this, I've always been excited for this game because I love those ones, right? Like, they're near and dear to me. 2 is very close to my heart. I actually bought it over the weekend because it was on sale for $6 on Xbox Game Pass. I bought it. However, I left this direct being like, oh my God, like, this is fucking real. And they are doing some wild shit. So I'm very pumped about this. So I'm very interested to get your take on it. So I'm going to bring this up. You're also going to notice there's a PlayStation logo, as we've discussed before. This is very odd. But Xbox is now PlayStation's biggest third-party developer. So figure that one out. This is 40 seconds. It's not very long. The developer direct is 20 minutes. We're not going to watch it. But if you're very interested, that's where you need to go.
Oh, wow.
How can I help you, boss?
Fancy a date?
Oh, yeah, they brought it back. So that is a quick teaser, and then you get the PlayStation, which is crazy. A quick teaser. I don't want to pull up there's a ton more in the direct for anybody that's interested, Kev. I heard you say you looked a little excited. So what'd you think there? And then we'll discuss some details here.
Yeah, that was impressive. I would say, I believe it was Fable 2 was the one that I played, James. I do have some memories of playing a Fable game and really enjoying it, but I believe it was the second one. So for instance, like seeing the chicken get kicked, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember these things. But from what I remember about Fable, so much of it was all the different decisions you could make and, you know, building out your character. And so this to me just reminded me of all of those features that I liked about the game, but with a brand new coat of paint and then some. Like, it almost looked too realistic. Like, if there are certain shows, James, if you watch them on TV, like if you watch Mad Men in 4K, I would
Yeah.
argue that it makes it worse because like,
You're like,
everything
whoa.
is
Yeah.
too clear and it's a little maybe too obvious that this is a set because I can see
Oh, yeah,
everything too
yeah.
crisply. And that
Yep.
was kind of the feeling that I had when they cut to the character talking to one of the shop owners, and I felt like I could see every curl in her hair, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy
And it is in-game
crap!"
footage. It's kind of crazy. It's pretty crazy. We
So
can
as a
go on.
casual fan, I would say, "Oh yeah, that did enough," because I have a passing knowledge. Like I know enough about Fable to know what kind of a game it is. That paired with that
Yep.
footage, it being available, it definitely has me intrigued. And I haven't touched this series in at least 15 years,
Yeah,
if not 20.
it's been a bit for sure. I do one of my favorite quotes from the developers was it's fairy tale, not fantasy, which is pretty spot on for Fable. It is a fairy tale, it's a British fairy tale based game, not like fantasy, i.e. Final Fantasy or something like that. In some of the interviews and articles that came out afterwards, there's a ton of stuff to discuss. I've just got, it's all over Twitter. You know how the aggregate accounts have highlighted it. So I'm stealing one. I will give credit to Synth Potato here because I'm reading off his. It's the first one I found. We talked about character customization, which is awesome. One different thing with this game, I don't hate it. A lot of people are pissed off about this. You remember if you were good, you got a halo. If you were bad, you started to develop horns and get nasty looking. That is not in this game. It's not how they wanted to go about the reputation system, which I am okay with, but there's a lot of mad people. So, can't please everybody.
Well, I'm in your camp on this one, James. I think it was fine. Like I didn't hate that part about the game, but I didn't necessarily like it either because if the whole idea is customization,
yeah,
and what if you don't,
I don't want either.
What if? Yeah, exactly. What if I don't want a halo?
Toe the gray area.
Yeah, war horns. So I think the perfect solution to that would have just made it optional, have it built into the game, but allow users to turn it off. But honestly, if that's the worst change that the game makes, everybody should be very happy. But I understand there are some folks that are just they got to have it the exact way that they want it. And if that deviates,
right. Like
I hate it. But at that point, it's just like, then just play that game. You can still, we're not talking about an Atari or a Nintendo.
You can get it. It's on Game Pass.
The game.
All of them
you can download it right now and play it.
Go play it.
Like, God forbid they try to add new.
Yeah, God forbid they bring it into the 21st century where they have the power to do whatever they want. And but they want to make it a little more nuanced where not everything's black and white.
They're like, oh yeah, we've got this. Not since L.A. Noir when they put those odd-looking freaking realistic characters have we had something. The games are super realistic now. But yeah, we're gonna ruin that by having you grow horns out of your head.
Right.
And that it's just like, really, like that's what's got you upset.
That's what you're mad about. Like, all right, like whatever. You can't please the internet right now. You can't please them. One of my favorite things, and this is crazy, they have what's called a living population. So there's thousands of NPCs in the game. Each of them have their own names, schedules, daily schedules. They go about their life. They have jobs, they have etc. And they've built everyone up from scratch. So you can interact with them all. You can hire them. You can fire them. They can be your renters if you own the house, etc. Like, it's kind of crazy. They show a video of walking up to a homeless person on the street, and the guy is like, "Oh, it's you." And they're like, "Well, we kind of evicted this guy, and now he's homeless because he wasn't paying his rent."
See, that is one of the elements that, James, when we talked about this pre-show, you had talked about all the different features that got you excited, and I had told you that I heard of a few, and that some of them I thought like, wow, it's really cool to have a game down to that detail, but I personally would not want to engage with that. And it was the very landlord setting you just discussed, where I was like, oh great, let me be a landlord in my video game, where I was like, that is a certain level of customization that I personally probably wouldn't interact with,
Positives?
but I love that it exists.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Wait, I'm not like, listen, I'm going to try to buy the biggest house I can in the city and call it good. If you want, you can buy every house. Do what you want. I don't. It's not me. Like I'm here for probably 2 houses. Probably my slum house until I got money, and then my big house. And that's it. But if you want, you can buy them all. You can buy businesses, get married. You can get married and multiple times, have kids, all that. They say it's a truly open world. We'll see. We've talked about the reputation not being linear. There's videos of that from the direct if you want to see kind of how that all works. Tons of choices. A very fun one, and I will show this one, is there's a quest early in the game. So like what you do in quests can affect the land and or places, et cetera, right? There's a quest early in the game with a giant that you get to decide what to do to either help him survive or kill him. If you kill him, this is what happens: is his dead body lays outside the city. It destroys the property value of all the houses in the city, and all the residents of the city will hate you for the whole game if you kill the giant. So that is him right there.
That's great. I love that they introduced something like that early enough to where if you don't
I think it's like one of the
about
first
on
quests.
Twitter, you can restart your game pretty quick.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's one of the first quests, which is very fun. So like there's all that. Combat is one-handed, two-handed bows plus magic, just the normal shit from the original game. Balverines are back. That probably doesn't mean nothing to you, but they're one of my favorite. They're undead. Essentially, man, I might get this wrong, but they're undead. They're like werewolves, essentially. They're called Balverines.
Okay. I like that.
So they're really fun. The main city of Bowerstone is back from the original Fable games. And it is launching this year, Kev. Comes out later this year, so I am ecstatic. It's coming out on fucking every system because, as I've said, Microsoft is now a third-party developer.
That is wild. That
still a crazy thing to say.
What a wild timeline we live in. I, for one, James, am most excited for the different storylines that people will be able to create. I can't wait to watch VODs or live streams of people.
Oh, there's going to be some wild streams. Yeah.
And, you know, you got to go through all this stuff. And this guy's like, well, on today's live stream, we're going to go around and collect rent because I owe my third wife alimony in a video game. Just wild stuff to me, man. It's like Sims mixed into Fable. So
really, yeah.
If this had come out
when we were young, little more time in our hands,
about a quarter century ago, man,
yeah,
I would have lost an entire summer to this game. I believe that. It looks like a lot of fun. Like everything I remembered about that second game that I liked, but just completely leveled up in every way visually. And it wasn't like it was an ugly game beforehand, but it was just more cartoony.
Yeah,
like the characters were maybe a little smaller, and
and you're talking about a different. You were talking about Xbox 360 as just a system so long ago, right? Like the graphical capabilities are so different. I'm ecstatic. The internet seems split. There seems about, and this is pretty typical, it seems about 75% of the internet is fucking like, holy shit, this could be game of the year contender, and the other 25% is calling it woke. So any video, if you go look at, there's a lot of comments of essentially it's gone woke, and or why does the male character run like a woman? And I'm like, this is the internet is just, you can't please anybody on Twitter.
Well, and we have to acknowledge there is an entire genre of content that is really the lowest effort, and at times, especially when Star Wars is the topic, we have lumped in with the likes of these crews before because we have not liked things that, frankly, a lot of bigots or short-sighted, simple-minded people have not liked. That they will just, it's woke, and we like it because or we don't like it because it's got horrible storytelling and breaks
But
all
we've
the
been
conventions.
called. Oh God, what was the comment? You know exactly what I'm talking about too. When we were watching the Crapolite, didn't watch it in good faith.
Yeah, not watching.
That's
it in
what
good
it
faith.
was. Yeah, you didn't watch it in good faith.
And that is essentially the card that I'm going to play here. Was now, granted, I didn't watch the 20-minute developer.
Yeah, I'm clicking through just the gameplay stuff for us.
Whenever people just drop the "it's too woke" thing and they don't really have any data reasoning behind it, it's just sort of what are you adding to the conversation? Also, not to be that guy, but it's a fairy tale, so it does make a lot of sense that there is going to like there's orcs in my like what like, God forbid there be any representation in a fairy tale. Good God.
Yeah, I think actually, so this is funny. I think this is the clip they use a lot. Okay. So this guy walking here, they're like, why does this guy walk like a girl? It's so woke. Right here when it gets past this, right after he talks. That's funny that I just clicked on this. So like, my hero shouldn't walk like a girl.
Dude, a lot of people
that's it,
like that don't walk anywhere.
I ain't walking anywhere in a video game. I'm telling you this right now. I'm running or riding a horse everywhere. Like,
well, that's true too. Yeah, but it's just sort of. I would love to watch the gait of some of the people that are saying, "That's not how a man walks." It's like, all right, horse, just hop up out of the chair and do a few steps for us. Let's see how you walk. Well, Oliver, there's a very masculine walk there from our female character.
Yeah, maybe they've reversed them. Now they're super woke.
How dare they tomboy up this? That's hero. They're probably the same guys. Like, what? Her skirt's not short enough, and there's not enough jiggle physics in this game. Where it's like, bro, stop it, dude. Stop it. Fable has gone woke. You've heard
Fable has gone woke, and I'm here for it. This Oliver the Beggar is the one that got evicted, and he's mad. That was what I was talking about earlier. You're awful. Here we go.
Because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them. Right?
Right? We're talking about.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do.
Just like this game's so woke, it let me evict a dude and make him homeless.
Yeah,
that's very lib code.
That's very left leaning, right? It's just crazy, man. You just can't. They can't fucking. Oh yeah, I'm so glad Chicken Chaser's back. Can't please anybody on the internet. They have also said, so this is Playground Games is a British studio. So the series is very British, which Headbug will love. They've said there is in the game, in the original announcement trailer, probably about a year ago, they have the Office style like interviews where you know how like they would interview Jim and Pam.
Is that real? I've seen footage of that. I didn't know if it was real.
It is very real. And that's from the trailer last year. Let's see if I can find it. But they say that is actually in the game. God, that was last year when that came out.
So they're gonna have Office style confessional cutscenes with characters.
They said there is some in the game. Yeah. I'm scrolling through this initial trailer and seeing if I'm not gonna be able to find it.
As long as it doesn't break immersion, James, I'm okay with it.
They say there's going to be some of it in there, so we'll see how that goes. But they're like, it's a British comedic game. Also, shout out to Playground because within like the first minute, they shout out Lionhead Studios and Peter Molyneux. I think it's Molyneux, who created the original games, and the studio is now defunct. But to see them like acknowledge them and really try to come down to the base of what those games is, like the heart and everything and the soul, and try to recreate that is pretty fucking cool. So I'm fucking ecstatic. I won't be able to, like you said, young James Schmeitz have been buying every house, evicting everybody, been a real little fucking slumlord dickhead. I don't have that kind of time. I'm really excited for the quest, the story, buying whatever the houses I want. Balverines being back, like finding out why they wouldn't acknowledge whether the the original games in the series are canon or not, but they've already said that you're the first hero in over 100 years, so they probably will be. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
Very
I am fucking in. Like, give it to me now. Inject this shit into my veins.
I'm excited too, James.
All the wokeness, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I can't wait to have a dead giant in my front yard for my entire first playthrough. That'll be a lot of fun.
I'm gonna call you and be like, Kev, I don't know what to do with this giant. Like, I don't know. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do.
You got to have an extra save. Fallout fans will know. They'll tell you. You got to have multiple saves because every once in a while you just got to blow up Megaton. You got to do that 10-penny tower quest. You know, every once in a while you just got to see what happens.
If it's the first quest in the game, though, I suppose you don't need a new save. You can just start over.
You just start a new one. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, shit. So thank you guys for joining us today. This has been our Fable discussion. Fable is back. I'm very excited. I think I got Kev on board too. Please like, subscribe, and share as we work our way to 200 subscribers. We are 4 away. And as Kev likes to say, hit that bell because it lets you know when we post weekly. Check out our live content this Wednesday. I'm going to say tentatively, I don't know what that's going to be. It is either going to be the Bone Temple, which is scheduled. However, the theaters have to open back up, and we don't think they're going to. Otherwise, it will be something else, and you'll just have to look to see because I can't guarantee what it's going to be at the moment. So
surprise!
Can't look into the future. So please check that as well. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been the Weekly Dweeb. Until next time.